it's Athena. First time I've talked today, so I'm noticing my voice is a little hoarse, but there's no excuse for that. It's at least 12:30, almost 1 o'clock. Oh well. This is my response to week 25 of the YouTube Pagan Challenge. What does this time of year mean to you? So tomorrow is Litha, midsummer, and a full moon. And I was so happy to finally start seeing other people out there acknowledging that, because it's like, am I the only one who's noticed this? Because that seems amazing, and it is amazing. I think the next time it's going to happen is like 2090 something, so I'll be in my 120s at that time, and I'm probably not going to feel like going outside, so I guess I'll take advantage of it now. This time of year, Litha, this is a new one for me in terms of, I feel like as I have started following this path, I sort of roll in one or two new celebrations a year. And what I mean by that is I always am aware and observe in the sense that I'm mindful of a holiday, and sometimes I'll do something, not anything huge, but I'll do something, I'll change up my altar a little bit to represent things, but I don't go all out. I do love it when I can go to a meetup type of an activity or group, because then it does feel more real. But this is one I haven't done much with so far, and I think it's because of the timing. June is such a busy month for a teacher, and it's Poochie's birthday. Last year, it was my oldest graduating high school. There's just a lot that happens in June, and next thing you know, you look up and you're like, oh crap, it's today or it's tomorrow. It is tomorrow on a Monday, which I'm sad about, because I really would love to stay home and not be at work during that time, but whatever. Only 4 more school days. Hooray! What does it mean to me? Maybe I should answer this question at some point. I guess for me personally, it is the sun day. It's all things golden, warmth, sunshine, love, honoring. Okay, this is going to sound weird. What else is new? I think I view the moon as the goddess for me, and the sun is the god. For that reason, for me, it's like tomorrow, Litha, is the sun's, his day. Tomorrow is his day. And honor all things golden and sunny and just that power. Like, I almost want to just submit to it, in the sense that I would love to lay out in it, and I don't try to get a tan, so it's not that way, but to lay underneath it and meditate. And if I was in a world where I could be sky-clad, but suburbia ain't a sky-clad kind of place if you want to not be arrested. But if I was lucky enough to be out of the eyesight of people, I think I would want to lay under the sun and bask, let it warm every inch of me. And even if I got burned, which I'm sure I would, that's okay. That's the power of the sun. So that's weird, isn't it? Yes, it is. On my altar, I have, and I brought it over here, my beautiful sunflowers that I purchased, Trader Joe's. But I wanted to have some images. I mean, the sunflower is such a beautiful representation. I want to see if I can possibly choose one of these. I've been pressing a lot of flowers and putting them in my book of shadows. These are so thick, I don't know. I'll experiment with one of them. But I would love to press one and add it on that page. And I wanted to also share a book of ideas. This book is wonderful for all people, but if you have children, you need this book. I stumbled across it at a used bookstore. I think it was McKay's, which is like the best used bookstore on the planet. Stumbled across it, and what a treasure. Of all the pagan books I've bought, of all the witchy things I've bought, this one's not technically witchy, but they never use that word in it, but it's pagan. This is the one I use the most and my favorite, especially incorporating it into my everyday life. What's the book, you ask? Get to the point. All right, simmer down. Ugh. Celebrating the Great Mother. And let's see. I don't know if you can see the authors' names. But this book, can you read this part? Handbook of Earth Honoring Activities for Parents and Children. Love the hell out of this book. I have it marked for Litha. I will not be reading the whole chapter, I promise. But here's why I like it. Gives you a little info about what the point is and some activities. Here's some of the activities with kids. Make a solar image, and how children love to make, and they can create their own little suns that they can hang using clay or grapevine wreaths, and doing like a God's eye. Have you ever seen, I know you've done like you've probably seen the two sticks and you weave the yarn around it. I want to do this with Poochie they say get 4 sticks. Find them outside if you can. 4 slender sticks from the yard. Make a star out of them, like an asterisk looking thing, and then weave it around that way. And it's like a God's eye, but it's going to look more amazing. And if you can get like that multicolored yarn that's orange and yellow and red and all that. And they talk about, crayon shavings can be grated onto wax paper and melted with an iron between 2 sheets of brown paper bag, adult supervision, and basically it will make a stained glass sun catcher looking thing. Cutting up an orange, parents doing this. You cut up an orange very thinly and dry it out and hang it in the window. I love stuff like this. So that's just a couple of the pages. If I had the daughter, because my son will not let me do a wreath if I wanted to, how to make a wreath that they can wear. Here's how to create the Litha altar. Sun images, flame, fruits, flowers. Oh, everything about this book. Litha lemonade, special foods, certain herbs. Anyway, best book ever. I've actually thought about buying another copy and sharing it with one of my friends with a daughter who is not pagan or witchy, but let's put the word yet. She is. She just hasn't really admitted to it yet, but she would love this, and I might have to do that. I think I will. So, I'm going to show you, I want to show you a couple things off of my altar. My altar's a mess, or it's a little bit messy. It's kind of in progress, but I'm going to show you a couple things. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. So, I pulled a few things off the altar, and I shared these with you on my Earth Day video, but you might not have seen that one. I bought these. I got both of these things I'm going to show you at a thrift store. This one came with 2 little dishes. They are like painted. I don't think you would use this for anything more than like a candle. I put a candle on it, or it's kind of like a coaster. The material would not be, I would be afraid to even wash this thing more than just a sponge it off. But beautiful sun image. This I also got at the same place, and it's perfect, I think, for Litha. But come on. Oh my God. I'm thrilled with this. Copper and citrine and maybe carnelian, it looks like, on a stone with can you see? Whatever. So I keep these. I'm not as fancy about my altar as some of you guys are. And by fancy, I mean artistic and creative. But this sits there because it's just soaking it up, right? Probably today, even though tomorrow's the actual day, I'm going to put out some of my sunstones or warm. This is literally a sunstone, you know, which, by the way, I am relatively sure that is man-made, human-made, to add all that sparkle stuff into it. And I don't really enjoy artificially enhanced stones. This one I did not buy. Someone gave it to me. And so it's a sunstone. I'm using it as my sunstone. I also don't feel bad if I put it out in the bright sunlight to absorb and soak it up, because that's what I'm going to use it for, like my representation for the sun or even the God energy. I'll show you something I made last year. Hang on again. Okay, I'm back. Because you can't tell I'm back, right? So another thing I like to do is, all the time, is if there's a thunderstorm, collect the water, elemental water, and I still have some. There also are a few little crystals in the bottom of it. I'm not sure why I did that, but this is from last year's storms, and I use this for workings, spells, things. I anoint things sometimes with it, or I might wash something with it. But here's why I'm telling you this. That's my elemental water, and with my elemental water last year, I put it out. I made solstice water. I used the elemental water, left it under the sun, infused with some crystals, and it's kind of gross now. There's some floating herbs and things in there. Again, I don't drink this, but this is last year's water, and I honestly used it maybe once, so there's like this much. I hate to use things up, so I tend to hoard them or hold on to them. But since tomorrow's the day, I'm going to probably replace a bit of this and let it sit out all day. And I always do moon water too, so I mean, good God, tomorrow. Moon, and we'll have the full moon water and we'll have solstice water, so that's awesome. All right, I think that's enough. I need to apologize yet again for an exceedingly scattered video that, you know, I know you're used to it, but I have high plans and high hopes sometimes when I start these, and then if I don't have notes, it doesn't happen. So I'd love to hear what you guys are going to do for your full moon Litha tomorrow, if you are lucky enough to enjoy it and not have to work. I will tell you, I edited this out of one of my previous videos, but for the last 3 months, every dang full moon, it's rainy or cloudy, and I can't see the moon. And I tell you, that's the only thing I hate about this time of year. I love this time of year, but I hate that I can't see the moon. And last night, I saw the moon super bright, and I know it's not full till tomorrow, but I don't care. I got my crystals out there. They have not been outside under the moon in months, so I got a lot of them out, not all of them. And I'm going to do it again tonight. I'm going to load up. I got to charge these puppies because I'm worried that if I wait, it's going to be like, do not put off until tomorrow what you can do today, even if it's the moon, because honestly, I've always learned that the 3 days before and the 3 days after the full moon are all, they count. Thanks for watching. If you hung in there, this is long. I'm going to cut it down, as always. Have a wonderful week. I want to make another video probably maybe nowish, so look for that. See you later. Peace.